What's up, everybody? Dog 1985 is levels to this. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick little mic check on this. I'm gonna do this a little bit different since I want to show you guys. All right, so everything sounds good, at least from what I can hear. Yo, we're gonna talk about this. We gotta talk about this Xbox showcase. This was phenomenal. I can't believe what Xbox just managed to do. For everyone out there that's been in denial from things that I've been saying, when I've been saying that Xbox is literally saving gaming, literally saving Sony, like this is a fact. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it anymore. The most exciting thing about PlayStation right now is that these games will eventually go over there. That's a fact. There's nothing else exciting over there. The talk of the town right now on the PlayStation side is whether or not Lego Horizon is an exclusive or is a first party IP or whatever the case may be. This showcase was nonstop, had a variety of games, had games for us, games for grown-ups, had games for had shooters, had games with magic, had games for the RPG fans, had games for flight simulator. It literally had everything you could ask for. This showcase had, and what made it even better at the end is the fact that after the majority of all the games, I can't remember off the top of my head if every single game had this, but the majority of every single game, it had it showed the game right at the end, and then it went to a different screen that said play it day one on Game Pass. Bro, it's crazy how Game Pass for me was the saving grace when I jumped into the Xbox Series X and it ain't give me what I wanted from the power narrative. How they still got me hooked because of the deal that was Game Pass. And here we are in 2024 and Game Pass is still phenomenal because I don't know if I'm going to like every single game shown, right? I don't know if I'm going to like every single game shown, but I know I'm going to try every single game shown. And I'm going to try it carefree because of Game Pass. Now that I got a PC as well, I noticed that to me it didn't matter whether or not they said playing on Xbox Series X or playing on PC or whatever. Like I'm okay. I'm gonna play it wherever it plays best for me. Some games are gonna play better for me on my Xbox, and some games are gonna play better for me on my PC. I don't have an all powerful PC, so not every single game. I'm not naive to believe that every single game is gonna play better on my PC than it is on my Xbox. The majority might, but not every single one. But man, everything looked great. Everything looked phenomenal. They nailed this, hit this out of the park. The only thing I would have wished is that they would have dropped some Call of Duty games on Game Pass after this show. Even if it was just two Call of Duty games or three they should have dropped something. Especially since they were dropping Black Ops, since they were announcing Black Ops 6, they should have dropped a Black Ops into Game Pass. I think that would have been phenomenal. I don't know what the deal is as to why they don't have games on Call of Duty games on Game Pass yet. When they got Battlefield games on there, but who knows? Maybe something has to do with that. Maybe EA said like, hey, I don't want to compete with Call of Duty games while we're on here. I don't know. Play it day one with Game Pass. Every single time I saw this screen, I was like, "Yup, Microsoft is changing the game. Microsoft has changed the game. Microsoft is saving gaming. Because PlayStation is not doing anything. It's sad what's going on over there. This was, I'm telling you right now, bro. The showcase showed. I don't think there's one game I could think of that I was like, nah, that game looked trash. Everything looked good. Visually, everything looked good. Is it me or did Avowed even look better than it did the first time they showed it? Am I tripping? Somebody said that Fable looked better, but I remember the first time they showed Fable, Fable looked great too. Sony has a problem on their hands, bro. I'm telling you right now, Sony has a problem on their hands. Yo, what's up, information? PlayStation's putting games on Switch. Yeah, I know. I hear you. But Phil Spencer just came out and did an interview as well, in which he confirmed what we already knew, that more games are going to come on different platforms. Which, what's the only platform left? It's PlayStation, right? So more games are going to keep coming onto PlayStation. And I'll tell you this, I like the world that Phil Spencer is building. I know a lot of hardcore Xbox gamers don't like it, whatever. I like the world that Phil Spencer is building, where you can play it wherever you want. The difference is going to be how you pay for it. If you're going to play it on this bad boy, oh, you're going to pay full price. Oh, you're going to play full retail price if you want to if you want to use this. If you want to play it on this bad boy. But if you want to use it, if you want to play it on this, you could go ahead and either pay for it or subscribe to it. And if you want to play on this, you could go ahead and pay for it or subscribe to it, however you want. I don't see how that's a loss for anybody. If you are a PlayStation fan, you only need one box. If you're willing to pay for the games and you're willing to wait. If you're a PC fan, you only need one box. If you're willing to pay for the games or subscribe to the game on Game Pass, or if you just like PlayStation games, you just gotta wait for them. Okay. The only people right now that don't have access to a certain number of games are Xbox console gamers, right? Like they know they're not gonna get any PlayStation games, because even Nintendo Switch is gonna be getting PlayStation games. If y'all think that this Lego game is the last time you're gonna see a Sony IP on the Switch, you out your mind. You are out of your mind. Mm-mm. This showcase though was phenomenal. I'm excited. I'm excited to play games. I'm excited to talk about games. I'm not excited to talk about game sales. I'm not excited to talk about hardware sales. I'm excited to talk about games that I saw that I'm excited for. Perfect Dark looked better. That one you can't mess up. Perfect Dark. Stalker 2 looked better. I did notice, I was watching it with my sons, that it seemed a little first person heavy, right? But I like first person shooters anyway. So to me, I'm perfectly fine. Indiana Jones looked phenomenal. Bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. What was that other game with the girl on the crocodile, on the fish and the crocodile? Bro, Microsoft is literally saving gaming. Props to all the Sony fans out there that were saying the same thing. I saw them on Twitter and everything, admitting to this. They were admitting that Microsoft stepped up and that Microsoft did a tremendous job with the showcase. When there's nothing bad that you can say about it, that's when you know. That's when you know you knocked it out of the park without a reasonable doubt. And the only thing that the ponies are holding on to right now is all games are going everywhere. Like, yeah, we've been known that, bro. It's gonna happen. Exclusives to Xbox don't make sense, and it doesn't matter. It's the same way everyone's been saying that they're a software company at first. That that's what they do first, right? If you can only have Windows on a specific type of computer, right? If you can only have Windows, let's say on Lenovo PCs, that wouldn't make sense for Microsoft. You get Windows everywhere. You're gonna be able to get Xbox games everywhere. It just is what it is. But you might not know when. You might have to wait. It's just up to you. I'm gonna rate this showcase overall an 8 out of 10, and this is why. There's two things that I had missing. The first one I already spoke about. I think they should have dropped something on Game Pass. I think after they did the Hi-Fi Rush thing, they should have done that every single showcase. I don't care. You can condition me to that, right? Every single time I see a showcase, I'm expecting something to drop, and I think it would have been easy for them to drop a Call of Duty or an Activision game, or something. They could have done something, right? I think that would have been dope. I think there's a Starfield DLC that's coming out tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's something that I would have wanted to see at the show. Okay, that's number one. And the second thing that disappointed me was the hardware reveal. They just showed a all digital Xbox Series X, which I don't know why a white Xbox Series X looked horrible. I think to me that thing looked horrible. I don't know why. It looked hideous. I think the black tower looks way better. Pause. Um and then they showed the 2 terabyte Xbox Series X that had like sprinkles on it. They had like glitter on it or whatever. They could have came up with a better design for 2 terabyte. Come on, man, they could have came up with a better design. That was crazy that they did that like that. They could have came up with like a green Xbox or the Xbox logo. I don't know. That was wild. Oh, it's just Starfield content. Okay, okay, okay. I thought it was like an actual DLC or something like that. Oh, this is it right now. It's showing right now. But overall, 8 out of 10. I only saw two things missing. I think it was phenomenal, man. What an amazing showcase. I am exciting. I am excited for games. Somebody said stop hating on the hardware, Doc. Nah, I just didn't like that the white Xbox Series X. I don't think it looked good. If you like it, then I mean by all means. It would actually match my ensemble that I got here. Because we got like a antique white furniture that holds the TV, and we got the PS5 on this side, and a black Xbox Series X on the other side. So if it was all white, it would look aesthetically, it would probably look better here. But just when I looked at it, it didn't look good. But it is what it is. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think I have anything else to add. Um, 8 out of 10 easily could have been a 10 out of 10 if the hardware reveal to me was a little bit better, and if they would have dropped something on Game Pass. But if we don't want to count the hardware reveal against them, then 9 out of 10 easily. You know, but it was part of the. It was part of it. I think it was just underwhelming that they showed. Okay, there's the 2 terabyte Xbox Series X that's got freaking glitter on it. Cool. And then the white all digital Xbox Series X. I don't know. Everything else though, man, they knocked it out of the park. We got games. We got games coming, and so many of them are coming to Game Pass. It's not even funny. Like I don't see anything on the PlayStation side surviving the amount of games that are coming. Because that's the thing, right? You're bound to like one of these games, bro. Bro, it's crazy. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Leave your comments, and yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, my highlight for the show. Somebody asking me Cape Crusade asking me what was my highlight for the show. What was my highlight for the show? Um I was extremely pleased at how much better Avowed looked. Avowed is not a game that's like really on my radar, but I remember the last time they showed it, I wasn't like too fond of it. But I think when I saw Avowed this time, I think they fixed whatever visually was wrong with it, and I was like, oh okay, that looks good. So Avowed, and then obviously yeah, Perfect Dark is my favorite game, the original one. So I don't know, we'll see. It looks so much better, this right? Didn't it, Cape Crusader? I don't know what they did. It looked way better. I don't know. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream there. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'll put this up on YouTube because I wanted to do it this way. And yeah, we'll talk. Out. Peace. What a phenomenal showcase. That was almost perfect.